How big of a difference is there between a Glock 45 with the radian RamJet and just that extra barrel length of a Glock 17 Gen 6? We've got the COA version here, and the regular version here with the O sight.
And also stick around to the end, I'll run it next to the Glock 19.
All right, radian RamJet. These are Winchester white box. 17.
What you're not able to see visually here is how much pressure I need to put into the grips themselves. I'm putting 40 to 50% more pressure in the Glock 17 to maintain a relatively similar recoil impulse, and I'm paying a price a little bit on my accuracy. And here I'm just going to loosen my grip and just stick to the gun and let the gun move how it wants to, so you can see the difference between the two here.
Okay. Back to the RamJet. With the RamJet, it feels like you're shooting a 22. Radian RamJet. Glock 17, stock trigger. That RamJet is doing so much. These are Winchester white box 115 grain. Well, it's pretty clear to me that the radian RamJet is snap right back on target, so much less recoil. The impulse of the 17 is quite beautiful. A softer recoil, what does that mean? So like if there's a graph and it spikes for the 45, then that spike is going to be a little bit more rounded. A very predictable recoil with the 17. I really feel like he can sort of comprehend the cycle of it versus the 45 with the radian. With a radian. Dude, that's so much nicer. This just sort of comes right back down to it. I do have more time on this one, but this is fine. With the 17, the rise and the fall, I feel like I'm a part of the dance. I'm a part of the decision-making process, and when it comes back to center. So this is a bit more predictable. I can consciously be aware of what's going on, returning to zero. And this one snaps and it's sort of back on zero. It's kind of like a teleportation. It's like bang, and the red dot's back. Bang, and the red dot's back. Now, is it back where I want it to be? That's the question. It's bizarre to me, I guess. My takeaway is right between the 19 and the 45 and the 17, there can't be that much difference, but it feels like completely different guns. Well, they are different models, but between the different trigger setups, with and without radians, I mean, the characteristics of these guns can be not just slightly different, but day and night during the shooting experience. And while we're here, we'll look at the Glock Gen 6 Glock 19. Make sure you set your red dots for daylight bright, guys. Okay. Interesting. You just saw the Glock 19, now the 17 COA, same ammo. Back to the Glock 19. Here's the radian RamJet. It just comes right back on spot. That's kind of a sloppy hold, and back to the 17.
You'll notice on the 17 I have to regrip more often, a bit of an indicator of how much more recoil is felt. My impressions were that I absolutely preferred the 19 or the 45 length slide, and certainly with the RamJet. But that's at 115 grain. The next time I go to the range, I'm going to try some hotter ammo and see if the Glock 17 starts to move more into my preference for that style of ammo. Ben Stager had mentioned something when he was doing his review, that the Glock 17 Gen 6 really did well with the NATO 124 grain. So I'll try that and see if I can come around to the Glock 17 with a little more favor.
Do some more testing on this, but the initial curiosity was, is the Glock 17 really kind of close to the Glock 45 Radian RamJet? The answer is no. This thing snaps back crazy fast. It does mitigate that 40% recoil even over the top of a longer slide. If you're used to shooting a 19 or a 45 without the RamJet, you're going to experience the same kind of snap in return. It'll be less felt recoil, so it'll just snap less, but that same kind of quick snap and return back to where you were, it's very similar. So these are much closer in characteristics than these two. So if you like the 45 snap, you're going to keep that, and you're just going to have a big smile on your face with the RamJet. If you like the 45 snap, and even with the RamJet, if you go to the 17, you're going to like this one too, but it's not going to be the same impulse. It's going to be pushier, heavier, more flip, but still delightful to shoot. Even new shooters might prefer this. It's a softer impulse, or a more rounded impulse. If you're looking like this on a graph, it's a more rounded impulse. It might be a good way to say that. There's a shitload of videos down below in the playlist. I'll do a lot more videos on the 19, 45, and the 17 in every configuration and ammo type I can manage. And I'll do a long-term review on this COA. Really hard to put words to something that happened so violently and fast in such a short amount of time. You have to scratch that itch for yourself. Hopefully this video helps you decide on which direction you want to go. All right, see you guys soon.
All right, if you guys are still here, you're going to get some bonus material. I'm going to go over some more of my thoughts while I was out at the range this day. So thanks for stopping by the channel. We'll see you soon.
And we have the Glock Gen 6. Here's a 19, here's a 45, and here's a 17 COA. And you can swap out each one of these at your leisure. So there's a 45 upper slide with a RamJet on it. Take it right off. Same recoil spring on all three of these guns. That's what's allowing you to do that from different generations. So I have a nice spicy little racy trigger on this guy from Timney and a Johnny Glock shoe. And so I can swap that slide on top of there and have a 3-pound trigger. And conversely, I can have that 45 slide on here and have that 3-pound trigger along with that RamJet. That's a nice gun. So let's remove the 45 from the equation. Let's say you purchased a 17 and a 19. Right, full-size gun, concealed carry gun. You could take these two guns, take this 4-inch slide off, and put it on the 17 grip, and create a Glock 45. And conversely, you can put your long slide on your 15-round grip. So you kind of end up with 4 guns. Right? You can have a 19, you can have a 45, and forget the model of this number, the 15-round grip, the long slide. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. Or you can move it back to the stock form. Back to a 17 with a 4.5. And back to the Glock 19. And then once you Radian RamJet enters the chat room, you could completely take these two guns, add a RamJet to your 45 slide, I'm sorry, your 19 slide, and you can end up with a Radian RamJet combo here. These guys don't have the versatility as a modular trigger, but in that same generation, for you to be able to take 2 guns and move the round to make 4, I would argue has more modularity than some of the trigger modules, because you're taking the pack out of a module and then you're putting it in another gun, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to do, where I can swap these things out in seconds. And so this is a very modular system in the Glock Gen 6, and I think that's made possible by going through all the same recoil springs between each one of those. And on the Glock 17 here, they have the same recoil spring, so they modified the slide to allow for that. So this 17 round grip lower is the same on both the 45 and the 17, as far as 17 round. The dust cover is the exact same length. They've just modified that. Same thing here. Dust cover is the same length on the 19. They've just modified the slide on top so they can use the same recoil spring. And you just obviously get the 15 round lower versus the 17 round lower. So that's cool. That's pretty cool.